Hello humans, Master DinnerFlax here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve. And today I'll be going over both the Scourge combo in Lair of Darkness and the deck profile. Now, unfortunately, this isn't a wombo combo because it does end up taking more than one turn. However, it's a trap deck with a lot of traps. So its plan is to make the game go on for those turns. So let's get started. This represents the amount of random cards in my hand. So we are going to Lilith, Ties of the Brethren, pay 2,000, and we are going to summon two monsters from our deck. Skarm and Doomdog Orthros. Now, this can also be Sangan, but if you want that extra card, you really do want Orthros. So Skarm kills itself, and then Ties resolves. And now we're going to tribute this to activate Lilith. And if you haven't drawn Sanctum, you're going to get Sanctum. And then Doomdog is going to search us Grinder Golem. Usually if you want to play more defensive, that'll be Sangan, and you'll search a hand trap. But now we are going to set that. And these three random cards, let's just assume they're traps. So let's set two of them. Let's just set a random two, like Back to the Front, and I guess Compulse. You don't have to play Reckless Greed in here, so let's just say we do that. So on your opponent's turn, whenever they start trying to make plays, you Scythe them, and it almost entirely ends their turn. That's what Scythe does. It's a broken card. It's stupid. So now they're forced to try to do something. So they'll attack this. Now you tribute it. You would normally get Back to the Front. That's your plan anyways. So instead, we'll just get another random trap like Storm Duster. So now their turn's ended. Oh, I forgot to search off Skarm. So let me do that real quick. Don't forget to search off Skarm because you should also have Tour Guide in hand. So now we'll go to our draw phase. Now we have two random cards in hand. We will end draw phase, activate Back to the Front, getting Doomdog. And now we will normal summon Tour Guide and summon Sangan out of the deck. And now we have four different names. So we will make Skull Dread. And that will get us an extra random card in the hand at the total of the draws, but you're fixing your hand insanely. So you'll have three random cards in your hand, the three best random cards in your hand, and you're going to get two searches. Scourge Lair and a hand trap. So now you have 6 cards in hand. In a trap deck. Oh, let's say we also had to activate this to defend ourselves. That'll probably happen. This assumes no disruptions, however. That's why I don't usually want to do combo deck, stun deck combo tutorials. But in your grave exist 5 Dark Fiends and 5 Dark Fiends and 1 Light Fairy. So now what we can do is summon this guy. Now, the crazy thing is, I've been testing this, and you actually almost never want to activate its effect. The only time you want to activate its effect is, let's say one of these random cards is Lilith, and Diablos is engraved. So we'll special summon the Lilith with a hand with the effect of Skull Dread. So these are both at, those both have a 300 boost, so she's at 23, this is at 27. Let's say you don't kill them, even though you have this and Diablos engraved, which, getting Diablos engraved is kind of tricky. It's kind of like multiple turns past this. But let's say you do a bunch of damage and you know you can't kill them. So in main phase 2, you will pay 1,000 life points, and then you're going to chain Lilith's effect to tribute. If they try to drop Valor or Impermanence, you tribute it. But if they don't, you tribute her to play around Called by the Grave. So anyways, you'll tribute her, get a trap that's literally going to die, so it doesn't matter. Let's just say Compulse. So now everything is gone. Everything. So we're going to toss our hand. And then now we're gonna draw. And now Diablos will activate an new chain to summon himself. So your opponent has no cards to deal with towers, and you've started a top decking war that you are already in the lead. So yeah, that's about it for the combos. So let's go into the deck profile. So we got one Diablos, you only need one. If you really want to focus on the Sky Scourge monster, like if you really want to focus on Morales, what you can do is play Foolish Burial and Dragon Ravine. And if you do that, you could also play other dragons like Destrudo or Mana Dragon, or even Dark Firm if you want to. But that's all up to you. It's all up to you. This is just the basic Sky Scourge combo. And Morales himself, if you guys don't know what he does, he's Chaos Emperor Dragon, pretty much. But he's really hard to summon. It is one of the few decks where you can just easily summon him. Grinder Golem, this is your other search target with Doomdog. If you're actually wanting to play the game normally, this is like what you want to search off Doomdog, because this deck kind of struggles getting into the extra deck, but Grinder Golem's like a 1-card Bomber Dragon, a 1-card Cerberus Akshek, a 1-card Ningirsu. Just, it's a 1-card a lot of things. So yeah, I think this is really good. 3 Lilith is the best card in the deck. And then 4 other Ties targets. If you draw any of these with Ties, you have Lilith. But these are also just searchers themselves, so it doesn't really matter. Tour Guide gets a card, Sangin gets a card, Scarm gets a card, Sangin gets a card, Doomdog gets a card, so it doesn't matter. 3 Arima to get the field spell or get Diablos. We got 2 Scythe and 2 Mortal Talk. I'm only doing this because I'm maining Storm Dusters. Otherwise, these would be like 1 Mortal Talk, 2 Scythe. And then we got 3 Ash and 1 Droll. Droll is so shit. I can't believe it. However, this deck also has a hand loop if you make Durandal. So that's why I'm trying it. Because you search your hand traps with Sangan. So that was the theory behind it, but I don't know. It seems really shit. Then we got Triple Ties, most important card with Lilith. 2 Lair, also super important, but you don't want to flood your hand with them, because like drawing a Lair and a Rima is awful. You just want to see the field once. You never want to see it again. And we got 3 Sanctum, 3 Back to the Front, 3 Heavy Stormduster, 3 Reckless Greed. I would suggest you actually try Impermanence over this, because Reckless Greed isn't a defensive card, it's an offensive card. But at the same time, I just really want to see Ties of the Brethren a lot. But you could probably play Impermanence, it would probably be better in here. And 3 Compulse, just as an extra defense. So, side deck doesn't matter. Extra deck, Durandal. So, I'll explain this at the end, how you hand loop with this. Pallades, really good. Skull Dread for the combo. Bomber Dragon, Griffin, Phoenix. Cerberus, Unicorn, Ningirsu, Agashak, Wee Witch, Underclock, Pentastack as you give your opponent tokens, Link Kribo, and Link Spider. So yeah, let me explain the hand loop real quick. So if you have Durandal and your opponent activates a search card, after they resolve that search card, you activate Durandal's effect and change roll, and you just reincarnation locked your opponent. And yep, that's about it. That's the hand loop, and I think it's terrible because you have to like be winning really hard to do it, and if you're winning really hard, you don't need to hand loop them. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see me test other stupid shit in this deck, let me know. So yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master DinnerFlax will take your soul.